Chat, did someone say new Penguins video? When I started the stream, I saw a bloke in the chat typing that. Let me see.
I was an extra.
Wrong
in the Hunger
Penguins.
Games Mockingjay part.
Calm down. Let's see. CSGO's first operation was weird. Ooh, chat. Currently, I think my favorite CS2 YouTuber. Let's slide in, shall we? Wait, give me a second though. Sorry. Let's have a look. Boom.
In December of 2013, CSGO released Cobblestone and Overpass. Around a month.
Chat, I'm so happy. Now as well, Penguin, he was crying for a long time that he didn't get CS2 access. Of course, he was one of the first that should have deserved it. Now it's open to everyone. The gates are open. I'm ready for his CS2 content. I think this is one of the CSGO videos still, right? CSGO's first operation. Let's see.
Earlier, CSGO's first major DreamHack winner
Number 1 BS Survival Crimson
2013 began. In August of that year, the arms deal update was released, introducing skins to CSGO. And before all of that, just 2 months after the map workshop was released, Counter-Strike received its first operation. Operation Payback.
Chat, who played this?
The video is brought to you by Skins.cash. Skins.cash is a trusted online platform that allows gamers to sell their skins, weapons, and other virtual items for real money. With over 8 years of experience and a large community of users,
No front, but 8 years I've never heard of the site.
Skins.cash is the go-to destination for gamers who want to cash in on their in-game inventory. At Skins.cash, you can quickly and easily sell your virtual items for cash. The process is simple. Just log in with your Steam account, select the items you want to sell, and receive your payout within minutes. But that's not all. Skins.cash also offers a range of other features that make it the ultimate.
I wonder what those sites buy for. Because there's a lot of them, right? There's like Shadow Pay and stuff. Like there's a lot of these instant cash on sites. And usually, of course, they pay a convenience. They take a big convenience fee, you know? When you could sell it like on a marketplace for fucking the normal price minus the 10% fee or whatever. Those sites sometimes take like 20%, 30% because it's all automated and they don't want to take risk, you know?
Ultimate destination for gamers. You can earn rewards for referring your friends. Plus, the site has a robust support team that is always available to assist you with any questions you may have. Skins.cash is committed to providing a safe and secure platform for gamers to sell virtual items. The site uses state-of-the-art security measures to protect your data and ensure that your transactions...
It's just me. If I was company, I wouldn't be flexing a 4 trust pilot. 4 is kind of low, no? Like, because many, like, doesn't like almost every site have like 4.9 or something?
Are safe and secure. If you're looking for a reliable way to turn your virtual items into real money, look no further than Skins.cash. Join the site today and start earning money from your in-game inventory.
Okay. I thought they have decimals.
CSGO's first operation was extremely different to what we know now. It was very bare. As I mentioned earlier, this operation was released before the inception of skins. As such, there weren't any operation skins or in-operation case, as has become standard in operations since. But it wasn't just this. The rest of the experience was also quite bare bones. While yes, the Operation Pass did only cost $5.99, which is a lot cheaper than now, all it granted you access to was another casual matchmaking group with 7 operation maps, the majority of which were actually hostage maps. More on those later. What's interesting is that even though there was no official Operation Payback case, the original CSGO weapons case used the Operation Payback icon. So I guess the original CSGO weapons case 1 collection was kind of like a payback case. I mean, it was released during the duration of Operation...
This is still so crazy to me. This was the first CSGO case ever. When they released skins. The Arms and Deal collection. And in that exact case is literally, in my opinion, one of the coolest, most significant, and even if they would release it nowadays, I would still be mind blown. The AK case are literally the first case. You have to realize, chat, they cooked up skins, right? Nobody else had patterns, floats. They cooked up all of that in-house and they nailed that from the beginning. That is so insane to me, bro. From the beginning, they knew what they were doing with pattern indexes, with float. That's so crazy to me. Nailing it from the beginning, not adding in floats after a year of seeing, okay, skins are kind of cool, let's add some more to it. No, the 3 pillars, floats, the skin itself, and pattern indexes, were there from day one. Nailing it. So nuts.
CSGO Weapons Case 1 collection was kind of like a payback case. I mean, it was released during the duration of Operation Payback, so it serves...
Imagine, like, the guy cooking up skins, maybe they didn't do fucking patterns, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Because I wouldn't be so intrigued by it. Patterns and floats is what's so intriguing to me. Scratch patterns and everything. Sorry for waffling, but you know what I mean, chat? It's so nuts to me. From day one, it's so simple, but it's so in-depth. Like, if you start looking, it's so crazy to me. So
this
crazy.
purpose in every way except for by name.
No pussy pattern. I'll stop pausing.
There also weren't any operation missions in this operation as there
Huntsman dick pattern, you met, like, from day one.
have been in the recent few. The old way that the operation coins worked was that you had to clock in a certain amount of hours to level up the coin. For the silver coin, you needed 10 hours on operation maps, and for gold, it was 50. There was
That's
no
it?
diamond coin at this time. The most interesting thing about this operation is unquestionably the maps though, because that's kinda all that it had. A lot of these maps are quite extraordinary when compared to maps included nowadays. Something kinda funny in hindsight is that more than half of the included maps were hostage maps. This was actually only a little bit after the hostage game mode was updated to be like it is today. Before that, it was the same as it was in Source in 1.6, where you needed to rescue all of the hostages, and they follow you rather than you picking them up. So I guess Valve needed maps for their new game mode, as even though this was a long time ago, Diffuse was already seen as the far superior game mode. Museum was FMPwn's first officially included map in CSGO. It's a very beautiful map for the time, but my favorite thing about it is the way that the map plays.
That is nice, bro. FMPwn, so skilled, no? FMPwn, correct me if I'm wrong, creator of Cash as well, right? Damn, this looks like CS2.
Something that we're gonna see more and more as we go through these maps is that old Counter-Strike maps had a lot more leeway in the way of just doing things because they're kinda cool. The amount of thought that had to go into how competitively viable something was very low since, well, as I said at the beginning, this was before the first CSGO major. Esports, at least in the context of CSGO, was not really a thing yet. Downtown is another pretty cool and interesting map. It follows the trend that you'll see for nearly all of these maps in that it doesn't really look or feel like a Counter-Strike map, and I think that's pretty cool. It takes place in a bank, and there are only a few ways in, giving a kind of interesting infiltration kind of gameplay. Thunder is actually not an original map. It was created by Christopher Audi, the guy also known for Inferno, Aztec, and Vertigo, for Counter-Strike 1.1.
Oh my... LOL! I never knew that. Chat! I'm not a Vertigo fan. I'm not an Aztec fan. I'm a...
Strike 1.1. A mapper named H. Grunt recreated it for CS. Is actually not an original map. It was created by Christopher Audi, the guy...
I'm a Christopher Audi fan. Chat, the only maps that I've ever played... I'm a one-trick pony, right? I have probably like fucking hundreds and thousands of games on Vertigo. Before Vertigo was there, I played Aztec. And then after Aztec was there, I played only Aztec. Only Aztec. It got removed, I played only Cobblestone. It got removed, I played only Vertigo. Aztec and Vertigo are created by the same guy. That makes so much fucking sense. They have the best playstyle. This guy knows what he's fucking doing, bro. We need more maps by this guy. God damn, I'm a fan of this fucking guy. Christopher Nolan, oh? What a fucking legend.
Also known for Inferno, Aztec, and Vertigo, for Counter-Strike 1.1. A mapper named
I never knew, bro. Same guy. Same guy. My favorite map, same guy.
Grunt recreated it for CSGO, drastically overhauling the layout to fix balancing issues. This map takes place on a dam and the area surrounding the dam, and yes, you can fall off the edge.
He's dead? Nah, bro, chill. What's this?
Yes?
X-ray case.
Oh, yes!
Ah!
Yes! Yes, we did it!
That's so weird.
We did it! Yes?
That's so much worse than normal box, no?
Oh, yes! Yes! Yes, we did it! We did it! Yes?
Nah, French people be like...
Oh, yes! Yes! Yes,
Oh
we
my
did it!
God. That is funny.
The last of the 4 hostage maps is Motel, and it's my favorite of the 4. It's based off of the Motel section from Left 4 Dead 2, and that's really cool. When this map was first added to the game, this dead body had a Glock that you could actually pick up, but that was removed pretty quickly. Of these 4 maps, this is the one that feels the least Counter-Strike. That's something that I love, solely because we don't ever really get maps like that anymore, except for Insertion 2. It feels like you're playing a different game with the shooting and movement mechanics of CS. This map is riddled with corridors, rooms, and just a lot of silly zones for antics to occur. Now let's get to the diffuse maps. First off, Favela. This is one of my personal favorite community maps ever. Something about the detailing of this map just makes me extremely partial to it. There are a lot of cool hidden passageways that just keep the map interesting. It's set in a slum of Rio de Janeiro. The map has a sort of overgrown feel to it as such. It's a setting very unique to Counter-Strike, and I
Rio, bro. #1 major, you already know.
think the map maker Rick executed on it very well. Seaside is next. This map will probably be a lot more familiar to you guys than the other maps here, seeing as Seaside has been brought back numerous times, even as recent as 2019. Seaside takes place in a port town in the Caribbean, which is another very unique setting within Counter-Strike. The gameplay of Seaside is a lot more modern than the other maps that I've talked about so far, which is probably why it keeps getting added back to the game. Seaside's cool. My favorite part of Seaside is the raised sections located around the map. They were quite inventive for the time and are pretty fun. Alright, finally, we've reached the part of the video that I have been waiting for. My personal favorite map included in this operation, Library. Library is the only official 5v5 map in Counter-Strike history to have one bomb site. As such, it is also the smallest map in CS history. Who is the...
Nah, bro, that looks like a terrible map. Oh my god, bro, all the corners.
Have one bomb site. As such, it is also the smallest map in CS history. Who is the innovative map creator that made this? Well, none other than Osmos, the creator of the Insertion map series. This map is essentially a maze of bookshelves and tables, where the entire center area of the map is the bomb site. This
Bro, nah. The body blocking on this map goes crazy, huh?
map is not balanced in the slightest, but I don't care. It's awesome. You can climb on top of the bookshelves and risk being shot from behind to get info where the enemies are. You can stick to the more open edges of the map and try to spot those within, or you can dive head into the shelves and hope that your finger moves faster than whoever you run into. This map is a labyrinth of sounds and bullets unlike any other map in Counter-Strike history. As the round goes on, this chaos slows down until there are merely 2 players left on the map with nothing but their own minds to assist them in traversing this small box to find and eliminate the other. In Counter-Strike, we often use the term kill box as an insult. If a map is not detailed well, if it doesn't feel like a real place, it will be called a kill box. It only feels like a Counter-Strike map, like a place designed for 2 teams to shoot at each other. Library is a kill box, but in this context, that's the opposite of a bad thing. The beauty in Library lies in the way that it distills Counter-Strike to its essence. Rather than a map being a kill box because it lacks the ability to feel like anything more than a game map, Library is a kill box because it would be a disservice to call it anything else.
Fair.
Looking back at Counter-Strike's first operation, it's pretty easy to just look at how far we've come. But I think that we can also look at what we've lost. A map like Library will never be in Counter-Strike again. Is that a bad thing? Should these maps just be confined to community servers and in-house 5v5s?
Yes.
That's not for me to say. Counter-Strike is an ever-changing entity. What CS was when this operation came out is fundamentally different to what it is now. We've come so far, but it's important for us not to forget where we came from. Competitive is the preferred medium for most players of CS nowadays, but it's not the only medium. Maps like Library and Motel that are so different to what we play now are immensely valuable. Not in spite of their differences, but because of them. They reveal to us what we are unable to see through the lens of the modern game. The raw essence that makes Counter-Strike tick. Thank you.
W.
Alright, that's another one down.
So I didn't play the first operation.
You guys aren't aware why there was no video last week, I was having audio trouble. If you want to know more updates like that, and also just like general stuff concerning me, you can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. This video is a fun one to make. I miss the operations. It'd be pretty cool if there was one just around the corner, wouldn't it be? But anyways, yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a like. If you like it more than that, you can subscribe.
I enjoyed that.
And I will see you next week.
I enjoyed
Have a good one.
I've played countless library matches with friends, ranging from infinite nades to Zeus only to actual tryharding. It would be awesome to see if I get a show match or something at a major. 1 bomb sign sounds crazy, bro. Valorant has 3, and we had 1 once. Interesting.